Hello everyone, I am Professor S.R. Kale from KKWalk College of Food Technology. Today I am here with the another topic of biotechnology, that is immobilization of enzyme technique. This is one of the most common, familiar and most commonly asked concept in each and every time of interview. Now we will see the concept of immobilization of enzyme. We will begin with the definition of immobilization of enzyme. The immobilization of enzyme technique refers to confining or anchoring the enzyme or an inert support for their stability and functional rescue. See what we are doing exactly in the technique of immobilization of enzymes. We are conforming or anchoring the enzyme on the given surface for their stability and functional rescue. Means here we are obtaining only the required property of particular enzyme throughout the technique. We will see the advantage of this technique. First, it is stable and more efficient in function. Second, it can be reused again and again. Third, products are enzyme free. Fourth, ideal for multi-enzyme reaction system. Fifth, control of enzyme function is easy. Sixth, suitable for industrial and medicinal use. And seventh, minimize effluent disposal problem. The disadvantage of this technique is the possibility of loss of bacterial activity of an enzyme during immobilization or while it is in use. Also, it is expensive in case of sophisticated equipment. Now we will see the different method of enzyme immobilization. The commonly employed technique for immobilization of enzymes are: first one is adsorption, second one is entrapment. Entrapment is done on gel, fiber and microencapsulation. Third one is covalent binding, which can be done by using cyanogen bromide reactivation, diazotation, peptide bond formation and activation by functional agents. And fourth one is by cross linking. Now we will begin with adsorption. What happens in adsorption? Physical binding of enzyme or inert supportive material. Here we are doing physical binding of enzyme on inert supportive material. This inert supportive material, it may be inorganic, that is alumina, silica gel, calcium phosphate gel or glass, or organic like starch, carboxymethyl cellulose and spandex. And the third one is adsorption of enzyme molecule on inert surface involve weak van der Waals forces and hydrogen bond. See here on the adsorption of enzyme, the inert surface may also involve the weak van der Waals forces and hydrogen bond for the enzyme immobilization technique. Disadvantage of this technique is the adsorbed enzyme can be easily removed by minor change in pH, ionic strength and temperature due to weak forces. Next is entrapment. Entrapment inside a polymer or a gel matrix. The size of matrix pore is enough to pass substrate and product molecule. Here the matrix used for entrapment of enzyme includes polyacrylamide gel, collagen, gelatin, starch, cellulose and rubber. Then enzymes can be entrapped by several ways. Here we are include gel. Which gel we are using? That is polyacrylamide gel. Next we are using fiber in the form of matrix, and third one is microencapsulation. See what is microencapsulation? It is a type of entrapment. The process of spherical particle formation when in a liquid or suspension is closed in a semi-permeable membranes. Means here the particle is stored in a either liquid form or in semi-permeable form in a spherical format. The membrane may be polymeric, lipolidal, lipoprotein based or non-ionic in nature. There are three different ways of microencapsulation. First one is building of special membrane reactor. Second, formation of emulsion. Third one is stabilization of emulsion to form microencapsulation. Fourth one is hybridoma cell is successfully immobilized by this technique. Our next is covalent binding. Here, by creation of covalent bonds between the chemical group of enzyme and chemical group of support. Here simply we are creating the covalent bonding between the chemical group of enzymes and the chemical group of support. It is most widely used technique. Here the loss of some enzyme activity is happen and the inert support required pre-treatment before it bind to enzymes. And the last stage is cross-linking. Here the absence of solid support is present. Here it creates cross-linking between enzyme and polyfunctional reagent and create a bridge which forms a backbone to hold enzyme molecules. The reagent used in cross-linking are glutaraldehyde, diazobenzidine, hexamethylene, diisocyanate and toluene diisothiocyanate. The disadvantage of this technique is risk of denaturation of enzyme by polyfunctional reagent. See here the technique of immobilization is shown by different technique. In adsorption we can see the support over the support the enzymes are trying to adsorb. Then next is in case of cross linking the enzyme are going to absorb each other by using cross linking. In covalent binding the enzyme are trying to form the covalent bond between them. Here in case of entrapment all the enzymes are entrapped over a matrices, and here in microencapsulation all the enzymes are stored in a spherical format. This is all about the immobilization of enzyme technique. Now we will see immobilization of cell technique. Introduction. The whole cell or cellular organelles can be immobilized to serve as multi-enzyme system. Preferred as single reaction. Here no special membrane arrangement is required. Immobilized cells have been traditionally used for the treatment of sewage. And these cells can be immobilized by two different ways. That the first one is immobilization of viable cells and second one is immobilization of non-viable cells. Now we will begin with immobilization of viable cells. Viability of cells can be preserved by mild immobilization. These immobilized cells are used for fermentation. Sometimes mammalian cell culture are made to function as immobilized viable cells. Next is immobilized non-viable cells. It is most preferred one technique. It is having low cost and also it is cost effective. Example, it is used in glucose isomerase for high fructose syrup production. Next is the application of this technique. It is generally used for the manufacturing of commercial products like production of L-amino acids, production of high fructose syrup, then in biochemical analysis, and the last one is in chromatography and purification technique. Thank you everyone, and here we are completed with the technique of immobilization of enzyme, immobilization of cells and their applications.